listening to the Pulse of the Eastern Townships on CJMQ 88.9 FM, and today's show is packed. First, Sherbrooke has a new mayor. Former Liberal MP Marie-Claude Bibeau is moving from Ottawa to City Hall, and we were there on election night, right at Le Ciboire, as she hugged supporters and talked about her first task, getting the 2026 budget passed before Christmas. Then, a township's athlete chasing big dreams. Lily Barter left Galt this year to play for the elite slam basketball program. She tells us what it's like to leave home, level up, and compete on a national stage. And finally, Lennoxville chose its leaders. Voters elected Bert Collins as borough president, Frank Gilbert in Fairview, and Claude Charron in Uplands, a mix of new energy and returning experience. Leadership, ambition, community. This is what's happening in your backyard. This is the Pulse of the Eastern Townships on CJMQ 88.9 FM. Stay tuned. In this report, we'll hear from former Liberal MP Marie-Claude Bibeau, who has just been elected mayor of Sherbrooke. I spoke with her shortly after the results came in as she celebrated with family, volunteers, and supporters. You'll hear her reflections on the tone of the campaign, the differences between municipal and federal politics, and what she plans to tackle first as mayor. We'll also take a look at the results from other Eastern Townships races that rounded out an eventful election night across the region. When I reached Marie-Claude Bibeau on election night, she was celebrating at Le Ciboire on Depot Street in downtown Sherbrooke. The atmosphere was electric. Cheers, hugs, and applause as supporters crowded around the city's new mayor.
Feeling good, obviously. Well, I'm pleased, honored. I'm well surrounded by my family and my team and my volunteers tonight. So it's a great moment, a good feeling, obviously. It comes with a lot of responsibilities. And I look forward to meet with the new city council and the municipal employees.
Bibeau's win capped a hard-fought campaign that drew strong contenders and high engagement from residents. Four main candidates, Bibeau, Vincent Boutin, Guillaume Brien, and Reyes Quibonge, competed for the mayor's chair, each presenting distinct ideas for Sherbrooke's future. The new mayor described the campaign as one of the most positive and respectful she's ever experienced in politics. She said she wanted to congratulate her opponents and all the candidates who ran for council seats. The tone of the campaign, she said, showed that Sherbrooke's political culture could remain constructive, even in competitive races.
And of course, I think Sherbrooke has been very lucky to have such a great campaign. For the mayor position, we were four serious candidates having different proposals for the municipality. We were debating with respect. So I think we were an example in terms of democracy, and I'm very proud of that, and I want to congratulate Reyes, Vincent, Guillaume, and all the candidates at the council's level as well.
After nearly a decade in Ottawa, where she served as Minister of Agriculture and Agri-Food, Bibeau said the switch to municipal politics was refreshing, a return to the issues that shape everyday life. She said that, at any level, campaigning means connecting with residents, listening to their concerns, their hopes, and their expectations, and learning their trust through genuine dialogue.
Well, we were having debates on issues that are closer to people. Obviously, municipal issues are closer to the life, the day-to-day life of citizens. If you compare with federal responsibility, put aside maybe the agricultural world, which is very close to the real world. But beside that, it's probably the topics that we were having discussions about that made the big change. Well, when we talk about parks and natural areas that we want to protect. When we talk about cycling paths, when we talk about water treatment plant, it is very, very close to basic needs. So this is different than talking about defense or international development. So I would say that was the biggest difference between the two, because besides that, going through an electoral campaign is about meeting with people, as many as possible, to get to listen to what they have to say, what is their preoccupations, hopes, and try to, get their trust.
It's an inclusive approach from a leader who says she wants to govern collaboratively, focusing on practical results and shared goals rather than partisan politics.
Well, the first step for me will be to meet with each and every new city councillors, well, all of them, and get to know them more. I already know a few of them, but get to know them more, understand their interests, their expertise, their priorities.
Bibeau said she's ready to roll up her sleeves immediately, balancing the new budget, meeting her team, and setting up priorities for Sherbrooke's development in the years ahead. At Le Ciboire, the energy was far from subdued. Supporters packed the room, cheering as results appeared on screens, and Bibeau hugged well-wishers one after another. The celebration went on for hours, a mix of joy, relief, and pride for a campaign that many called one of Sherbrooke's most engaging in years. While the Sherbrooke mayoral race drew much of the attention, voters across the Eastern Townships also turned out in strong numbers to choose their municipal leaders, and the results painted a picture of both renewal and stability in local governance. In Sherbrooke's Lennoxville borough, Bert Collins was elected borough president, securing 30.85% of the vote in what was one of the more closely watched local contests. Collins, who had campaigned on strengthening community engagement and improving local services, succeeds Claude Charron, who opted to run instead for a borough council seat. In that same borough, Frank Gilbert captured the Fairview district with 49.54% of the vote, defeating two opponents in a race that reflected steady voter confidence in his approach to neighborhood issues. Meanwhile, Claude Charron, who had previously served as borough president, won the Uplands district seat with a commanding 60.45%, returning to the council table with strong public backing. Further south, Jean-Pierre Berger emerged victorious in Stansted Township, claiming the mayor's chair with 45.76% of the vote on a 48.65% turnout. His election marks a transition of leadership from outgoing Mayor Pierre Martineau, who had been acclaimed without opposition in 2021. Berger's campaign focused on rural infrastructure and intermunicipal cooperation, themes that resonated with local residents. In Brome Lake, a town known for its engaged electorate, Lee Patterson was elected mayor with 36.28% of the vote, edging out his competitors in a race that saw 53.4% voter turnout. Patterson's win reflects residents' desire for balanced development and environmental protection, two long-running priorities for the lakeside community. Meanwhile, in North Hatley, voters decisively renewed their confidence in incumbent Marcella Davis-Garish, who earned 64.99% of the vote on an impressive 68.5% turnout, one of the highest participation rates anywhere in the region. Davis-Garish, who has served as mayor since 2021, ran on continuity and careful village-scale planning, an approach that clearly resonated with residents. Taken together, these results show the Eastern Townships in motion, some communities seeking new leadership, others choosing experienced hands to maintain steady progress. Across the region, the message from the voters was clear. They want pragmatic local government, leaders who listen, and decision-making rooted in community values. Marie-Claude Bibeau's election marks a significant moment for Sherbrooke. the arrival of a seasoned national politician ready to focus on local priorities. She enters office promising teamwork, open dialogue, and pragmatic solutions to the city's challenges, from infrastructure and environmental protection to fiscal responsibility. Across the Eastern Townships, new councils are beginning their mandates, each with their own tasks ahead. But Bibeau's win in Sherbrooke stands out as a symbol of civic engagement and democratic respect. I'm William Crooks for the Local Journalism Initiative. This is William Crooks for the Pulse of the Eastern Townships on CJMQ 88.9 FM. Today we're hearing from Lennoxville's own Lily Barter, a rising basketball talent who's quickly making a name for herself far beyond the townships. After a summer traveling across the United States with Slam elite girls on the Nike EYBL circuit, she's now moving on to one of Quebec's top CJMQ level programs and balancing big dreams with big decisions. I spoke with Lily on October 28th about how her season unfolded and what it felt like to suddenly be courted by colleges and prep schools.
In September, I had gotten 6 different D1 offers and some D2 offers, as well as like some prep schools for basketball, which was very surprising.
Those offers didn't come out of nowhere. Coaches had been watching her closely at games and showcase tournaments throughout the year.
Usually the coaches will come and watch you play, so we had a couple of games and they came to watch because we did some tournaments like showcases and stuff for our team. So I kind of got a bit of exposure there. And then as the games and more games and they came to come and watch, they got to watch me play, and I guess they saw something they liked.
I asked what she thought those coaches noticed most.
For this team that I'm playing with now, honestly, I think like my defense is probably one of my bigger things, and my energy. I mean, I do bring quite a bit to the offensive game as well. I think it's kind of a mix of both, to be honest. But I gotta say, I think at the moment, driving is probably better.
After her summer on the Nike EYBL circuit, where she faced NCAA prospects in Phoenix, Des Moines, Las Vegas, and Chicago, she became one of the most talked about young players from the Eastern Townships. During our October 28th conversation, she told me where she's headed next.
I had made my decision to, as you saw, go to Saint-Lambert. I really liked its location. I liked the place. I went to visit. I liked the coach. I liked all the girls and everything. So, and for me, I wanted to meet new people and be in a different environment as well. So I thought that was pretty good. And I guess that's all.
Not to mention her rigorous training schedule.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's pretty crazy. It's from usually 1:15, some days 12:50 to 4. It's quite a lot. I mean, we do a lot of other things than just practice. Like sometimes we'll have team meetings or we'll go in the weight room or something. But I mean, it's a lot, but it's showing that it's helping.
Lily will join Champlain College Saint-Lambert next fall. But for now, she's away from home for her final year of high school, studying and training at Séminaire Saint-François in Quebec City, one of the province's top basketball schools. It's been a major transition from life at Galt, athletically and linguistically. She says living in Quebec City has pushed her out of her comfort zone, something she now sees as essential to growing as both an athlete and a person.
It's close to home. It's close to my family. I miss my family. Yeah. And I don't know. I just like the place. So I finished my school year, and then once I get into my first year of CJMQ, that's when I start. But usually and technically we start the summer before school, like CJMQ starts.
Through it all, she's kept her academic ambitions in sight alongside her basketball goals.
I personally want to study business when I go into CJMQ. Yeah. I think that would, I have always wanted to be a pilot, but with basketball, and if I want to continue basketball, I think that, continuing to study and maybe get a degree in something is also a very good option. So, yeah, I want to study in business. I'm not exactly sure yet, but I think entrepreneur would be nice. But I'm not sure yet.
I asked her what it's like living far away from home.
It's going okay. I mean, obviously I miss my family a lot. Going every day to seeing them to barely seeing them at all is tough. But I mean, I still get to see them most weekends and get to message them and everything, so that's nice. It's for sure a bit difficult, but I'm much more comfortable and everything with it now.
With so much happening so quickly, I asked what lessons she's learned and what she'll tell other young athletes in the townships.
Honestly, just perseverance and believing in yourself, putting in hard work. My family was a big help and friends as well. And yeah, I think honestly the biggest thing is putting in hard work and chasing your dreams no matter what you want, and to not be scared of getting out of your comfort zone. Okay. That's something for me that was hard for me to do, but once I did it, I'm so happy I did it.
At just 16, Lily Barter has already played at one of the highest levels of youth basketball in North America, earned the respect of college recruiters, and adjusted to life on her own in Quebec City. Her path ahead will be demanding, but she's ready for it. Lily Barter's story is still being written, and her next chapter begins in Saint-Lambert, where she'll face some of the toughest competition in Quebec. Whether she ends up in the NCAA, the WNBA, or somewhere entirely new, her roots in the Eastern Townships will always be a part of her game. For the Local Journalism Initiative, I'm William Crooks. This is William Crooks for the Pulse of the Eastern Townships on CJMQ 88.9 FM. This is Neil Young with Cinnamon Girl. We'll be right back.
Cinnamon girl, I can be happy the rest of my life with a cinnamon.
was Cinnamon Girl by Neil Young. First, I spoke with new borough president Bert Collins. I asked him how it felt.
I know it's going to be quite a challenge. I'm really happy for what I did, and I want to be there for the people of Lennoxville there. They could count on me anytime. And I feel that I'm happy. I'm really happy that everything went well, and it went pretty good. I'm happy because I'll be able to represent our borough the best of I can. And I'm anxious to start. I'm anxious to work with Mr. Charron, who was the president in the past, and I'm anxious also to work with Mr. Gilbert. So I'm really anxious to put my feet in.
What was the hardest part of the election, Bert?
The hardest part? That's a good question. Honestly, I always kept my head up because you never know what could happen. Meeting people, they have some special question, like for an example, the project of the bike trail that came up often. And they will talk to me, some people of a certain age, when I went to the manor here in Lennoxville, residents of the people who live there. They asked, do you think that we could have a sidewalk, or the sidewalk are really bad? They need to have a good facelift. But the hardest part, I say, I was greeted really well everywhere I went. I never had any major problem, and the people were really, really nice. Honestly, there was not the walk. You got to walk a lot, and going up the stairs and meet people. I said that would be the hardest part. But there's a certain part here in the borough where I went twice to meet the people. But the thing is, I was really lucky. The temperature was really nice. So I was capable of talking to the people and everything.
You've been councillor before, right, Bert?
I was councillor in 2017. I was in the district of Fairview, where I really liked. This where I learned how everything goes. I was going a lot of time when the city had meeting in town, and I was sitting there and listening to everybody. So at this time, I made myself some good contact, and I hope that will be helpful in my new position that I have now.
How do you think you're going to get along with your new colleagues, Claude and Frank?
Oh, I'm pretty sure it's going to go well. We're going to make sure that we work as a team. For sure, it cannot always be perfect, but I'm pretty sure at the end of our discussion, everything will go well. Because you never know what could happen. One guy might disagree, the other one will say that's okay. So we sit down, we'll look at it, and I'm pretty sure it's going to go well with both of them.
What do you think about Madame Bibeau's big new victory, Mayor of Sherbrooke?
Oh my Lord, she. I'm a percent. The last time I looked, it was 45%. She's going to be good for her borough. I could assure you that. She likes Lennoxville, first of all. She had an office here when she was Minister of Agriculture, and when she was the Minister of Revenue, her office was always here. So she knows Lennoxville, and she likes the people of Lennoxville. I could assure you that.
What's your next step, Bert?
But the next step there will be probably go back. For sure, we'll meet Madame Bibeau, and we'll see what she's going to offer. What you want to do, what your strength on this committee, and we'll see how it goes after. So I'll meet with the both councillors, like Claude Charron and Frank Gilbert, and we'll see what we can do for our borough.
What else do people need to know?
First of all, I'd like to thank the people of Lennoxville for giving me their trust, and I could assure them that I'll be there if they need something. They just have to give me a call or call at the borough, come see me at the borough. It'll be a pleasure talking with them and try to do something with them that they'll be happy with my answer and what the town could give us.
That was Lennoxville Borough President Bert Collins. Next up, Claude Charron. Claude spoke first about his long-time election ritual.
That is actually a ritual. It's like people are stressed. I tell people I'm not stressed. I'll just take my signs down. At 8 o'clock, I'm out and I'm taking my signs down. I mean, I got a lot of comments from citizens sometimes. But we're tiring of the visual pollution. There's so many, so I reacted to that. So it's a habit,
How does it feel to be back in office, Claude?
Oh, good. I was pretty confident, and I really came up high in the vote, so that was pretty good. So I really want to thank the citizens for voting for me, and actually I got almost 50% of participation in Upland Place, so that's pretty good. The interest is there.
How does it feel to be councillor and no longer borough president?
Oh, it's going to be quite a swing because I know people are used to me, So it's probably going to be a reflex for a year there where I'll have to answer to people and transfer the actual responsibility. But, the difference is because I'm still in Lennoxville, I'm going to still serve the citizens. But, the difference is serving the city. When you're councillor in Sherbrooke as president of the borough, you do get a lot of responsibilities from the city. So that was the challenge, and that's what I wanted to get out of, to be able to serve my citizens. And semi-retiring, right?
How do you feel about joining the team of Bert and Frank?
Oh, should be okay. I know both of them. So we'll be able to manage. I think it's better. And it's not to talk about against anybody, but, when you have a party sitting at the table, it's not the same dynamic. The person sitting at the table have their parties and they have their philosophy and their line of party and they tie to it. And so it's going to be nice to have all independents, at least, working for the citizens.
So, what's the next step?
Well, there's quite a few things, actually. I made my pamphlet, I passed it around. Not everybody got it. I run out of time. But, I have a project that I'm working on. I don't want to expose it because, when you do politics, you have to approach it the proper way. So, if you expose too much, then it feels like you're pushing the project. So I want to present it properly at the table.
Anything else people need to know?
At this point, thanks have been given to my citizens. Going to tell them if there's anything, don't be shy. That's what we're there for. So they contact us, and of course we have procedures, and we'll show them how. Because a lot of people have questions. Sometimes they don't know because of the environment. It's a legal environment we're working in. And because of the environment, they don't know how to ask a question, and that's where I like to help. Explain to them how it works, really.
That was Claude Charron. Next up, Frank Gilbert. How does it feel to win the Fairview District in Lennoxville's municipal election?
Oh my God, I feel free. I feel relieved, actually. A lot of work, a lot of work that goes in behind all of this, and yesterday I have to admit quite a bit of stress too. I caught myself being stressed out yesterday, waiting for the numbers to come in, and then when the numbers did start coming in, well then, obviously excited about it and seeing where everything's going to go. And, all in all, very enlightening experience.
Where did you watch the results?
Yeah, stayed right at home with my girlfriend and my daughters were on, we were all texting there through Messenger, and a bunch of friends, texting back and forth and keeping an eye on things, and my brother-in-law and my mother-in-law.
What went into your big win, Frank?
Well, if I look for myself personally, I think that I was given a tap on the back by the population of Lennoxville for a lot of the stuff I've done in my entire life. It's not just the campaign; it's the man I am, and how I was brought up. And you know what? As I said during the campaign, I want to give back to Lennoxville for what Lennoxville has given me. So if I'm the man I am today, it's a lot because of those people of Lennoxville, you know.
Do you have a message for your competitors?
Well, first of all, I want to congratulate everybody that was out there because it takes a lot of guts to put your name and your face out there and to be public. If that's one of the things that I found that I, for some reason, didn't think about when I threw myself in the game here, is that, you know, you all of a sudden become a public person. So, you know, your personal life kind of goes to the side. So I tip my hat to everybody who did run and congratulate them for a very clean campaign. And so, yeah, wish them all the best for the future.
Tell me about what your campaign process was.
Yes, absolutely. I actually did, and I had a map, and I'd highlight every street that I did. And so I may have forgotten a house or two here or there, but in my opinion, I think I've done more than 99% of the doors I visited. Now, obviously, some people were home, some people weren't home, but I did get a chance to meet a lot of new people and had some really cool discussions about, you know, municipal politics. And that's one of the things that surprised me the most. You know, we often hear that people don't give a darn about political, municipal politics. And I was actually happily surprised to see that, no, on the contrary, a lot of people are really interested and have an opinion.
What's your view on joining the team with Claude and Bert?
Oh, okay, Bert and Claude. Well, obviously, Claude is got experience, so it'll be handy to have him around to maybe guide us a little bit around. And you know, Claude's always been a nice man. He's been involved in many things as I have, and so is Bert. So yeah, I'm looking very forward to working with these two guys. I think it should be a lot of fun. I think we can. I know that me and Bert have had several conversations during the campaign, and we see eye to eye on a lot of things. So let's just see what the future there again holds for us, and where we can take Lennoxville.
What's the next step for you, Frank?
Take my signs down, get my ugly face off of telephone. No, joking, but I don't know. To be honest. I really don't know what's coming up, how the procedure, but I guess I'll be getting an email today telling me what the official procedure is, how do we move forward from today. But no, I guess the first thing will be to meet with the city. And I know that Mrs. Bibeau wants to get together as fast as possible with all the people that have been elected. I guess she wants to have a meeting with everybody. I don't know how that, or what she has in mind, but definitely I want to, looking forward to getting together with both Claude and Bert to maybe elaborate a strategy. Maybe Claude be able to fill us in because he was already there. He'll be able to fill us in on what's already been started and where we need to go, and elaborate some sort of a plan, the three of us together, and take it from there.
What's your message to Lennoxville residents, Frank?
I want to thank everybody in Lennoxville who got out and voted yesterday because the turnout was amazing. So that really means that the people of Lennoxville spoke, and they spoke loudly, and they were, there was a lot of numbers. The numbers are big, so that means a lot. That means that people care, and so that's just good for everybody. It's good for democracy. It's good for everybody in Lennoxville to know that everybody's cares about their municipality, and let's try and see how we can move all of this forward.
You've been listening to interviews with Lennoxville's newly elected Borough Council team, Bert Collins, Claude Charron, and Frank Gilbert. All three say they're ready to work together and ready to hear from residents. I'm William Crooks, reporting for the Local Journalism Initiative on CJMQ 88.9 FM. That wraps up today's edition of the Pulse of the Eastern Townships on CJMQ 88.9 FM. If it happened in the townships, we're on it. Thanks for listening, stay curious, and as always, keep your ear on the pulse. I'm William Crooks. Have a great rest of your day.